Hello everyone. My name is David. I would like to take some time to introduce myself to you in detail. I believe that introducing oneself is not only about saying your name and age. It is also about sharing your story, your background, and the things that make you who you are. In this long introduction, I am going to talk about my personal details. I will also talk about my family, my education, my daily routine, my hobbies, my values, and my dreams for the future. I hope this will give you a clear picture of who I am and what I care about. First of all, let me start with some basic information. As I already mentioned, my name is David. My full name is David Johnson. I was born on the 15th of July, 1995. That means I am currently 30 years old. I was born and raised in a small town. Now I live in a bigger city where I work and continue to develop myself. My hometown is a peaceful place surrounded by nature. Growing up there gave me a lot of happy childhood memories. I often think back to the days when I played outside with my friends. I remember riding bicycles around the neighborhood. I enjoyed the simple life of a small community. Although I live in a city now, I still feel very connected to my hometown. I visit it whenever I have time. Now, let me talk about my family. Family is the foundation of who I am. My family is not very large, but it is full of love and care. I live with my parents and my younger sister. My father is a hard-working man. He has always been my role model. He works as an engineer. He spends a lot of time teaching me about responsibility and discipline. My mother is a wonderful woman. She has dedicated most of her life to taking care of our family. She is kind, patient, and very supportive. My younger sister is still studying at university. She is cheerful, energetic, and very friendly. I enjoy spending time with her because she always makes me laugh. We are a close family. Even though we sometimes argue or disagree, we always support each other in difficult times. Education has played an important role in shaping my personality. I went to primary and secondary school in my hometown. Later I moved to the city for higher education. I studied English language and communication at university. This gave me the opportunity to meet people from different backgrounds. During my studies, I realized that learning English was not only about grammar and vocabulary. It was also about understanding cultures and ways of thinking. That is one of the reasons why I am so passionate about languages. I believe that learning languages opens doors to the world. It connects people across cultures and nations. At present, I am working as a teacher. Teaching is not only my job but also my passion. I enjoy standing in front of a classroom. I like explaining ideas, asking questions, and seeing students grow in knowledge and confidence. Sometimes it is challenging because not every student is motivated. But I try my best to inspire them. I think teaching is a meaningful profession. It allows me to make a positive difference in other people's lives. Of course, my life is not only about work and study. I also have a daily routine that keeps me organized. On weekdays, I usually wake up at around 6:30 in the morning. The first thing I do is brush my teeth and wash my face. Then I have a light breakfast. Usually it is bread and eggs or sometimes a bowl of cereal. After breakfast, I prepare for work. I spend most of the morning teaching classes and preparing lessons. At lunchtime, I often eat with my colleagues. We talk about our students or share personal stories. In the afternoon, I continue working until around 5 p.m. After work, I go to the gym for about an hour. I believe physical health is important. In the evening, I usually have dinner with my family. Then I relax by reading a book or watching a TV series. Before going to bed, I spend a little time reflecting on the day. I also plan for tomorrow. This routine helps me stay balanced and productive. Every day is a new opportunity for me to learn and grow. I try to keep my daily routine consistent because it gives me stability. However, I also like to add new activities whenever I have free time. I believe that balance between routine and variety is very important for a happy life. Let me describe my mornings in more detail. When I wake up at 6:30 a.m., I always try to smile and start the day with positive thoughts. I open the window to let fresh air come into the room. Sometimes I stretch my body for a few minutes before I brush my teeth. I believe that a small morning exercise helps me feel energetic throughout the day. After brushing my teeth and washing my face, I drink a glass of water. It is a simple habit, but it makes me feel refreshed. Then I prepare my breakfast. Breakfast is very important because it gives me energy. On some days, I cook eggs and toast. On other days, I eat oatmeal with fruit. I enjoy drinking a cup of coffee or tea while reading the news. This little moment of peace in the morning helps me get ready for work. After breakfast, I get dressed for my job. Since I am a teacher, I like to dress neatly but comfortably. I usually wear a shirt and trousers. I check my bag to make sure I have all the lesson plans and teaching materials. Then I leave home and head to my workplace. The journey to work takes about 30 minutes. Sometimes I listen to music while traveling. Other times I listen to podcasts to improve my knowledge. At school, I spend most of my time with students. I greet them with a smile because I believe a positive atmosphere is important for learning. I like to ask them how they are doing. This makes them feel cared for and respected. During my lessons, I try to make the content clear and easy to understand. I use examples from real life. I also encourage students to ask questions. When they answer, I listen carefully. I want them to feel confident about expressing themselves. Even if they make mistakes, I tell them it is part of the learning process. Teaching is sometimes tiring, but it is always rewarding. At lunchtime, I usually eat with colleagues. We share our experiences and sometimes laugh about funny classroom moments. I believe that good colleagues make the workplace more enjoyable. After lunch, I return to the classroom for afternoon lessons. By the time I finish, I often feel a little tired. But I also feel satisfied because I know I have done something meaningful. After work, I focus on my personal life. One of my hobbies is going to the gym. I go there at least 3 times a week. I do cardio exercises like running or cycling. I also do weight training to keep my body strong. Exercising helps me release stress. It keeps me healthy and active. Sometimes I go with a friend, and we motivate each other. Another important part of my life is learning English. Although I am already a teacher, I believe learning never stops. I read English books and articles. I listen to English songs and podcasts. I also practice speaking with friends or colleagues who know English. Sometimes I watch movies in English without subtitles. This helps me understand natural conversations. Learning English is not only useful for my job. It also connects me with people from around the world. In the evenings, I enjoy spending time with my family. We usually have dinner together at the dining table. We talk about our day and share stories. Sometimes we watch TV together. Sometimes we just sit and chat. I value these family moments a lot. They make me feel loved and supported. Before going to bed, I prepare things for the next day. I put my clothes in order. I check my schedule. I also write down tasks I need to finish. I believe planning helps me save time and reduce stress. Finally, I read a book for a few minutes. Reading relaxes my mind. It also helps me sleep better. By around 11 p.m., I usually turn off the lights and go to bed. That is how a normal weekday looks for me.